Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17
and Greyshot151 here.
And we're here to start off the new year right with a trash fire of a film. Holy God, we are finishing the anime Godzilla, Planet Eater. Planet Eater.
Yes.
This is the third part of a Netflix trilogy that is supposed to be a more real life and different take on Godzilla that's unique and interesting. Well, guess what? The first one was...
Godzilla...
No, what your thoughts on it?
Oh, the first one I thought had some great potential. The animation was rough, but I thought the first one could go into a cool... It could improve.
I thought it was like a 3 or 4. It was like, okay, this is bad. Lo and behold, even me, being a cynicalist on that movie, did not expect how bad the sequel, Godzilla... The scene in the edge of battle. Not only did they mismarket that film and say it's gonna fight Mechagodzilla, Mechagodzilla's not in the goddamn movie. You see his head for like 2 seconds, and that's it. They say Mechagodzilla City, but literally it could be the alien city. They could rename it to anything else, and it would be fine. There's no point of calling this Mechagodzilla as he's not in the film. They mention Mothra, not in it. The animation, in my opinion, trash. It is utter garbage, because even though it's like, oh, there's some nice 3D shots, the problem is they spend more time on the goddamn robots than Godzilla, who shows up for, I think, 5 minutes total in that movie, and then is just fighting literally ships that go around in circles around it until it goes into literally a trench run with Godzilla being the fighter as they try to kill it, and it's just stupid, and the ending was just dumb. And just to get even better, this third movie decides, you know what? We're going to take that amazing action sequence that at least they tried, and that's why I gave it a 2. At least it was like that little bit helped it up, and said, fuck it. We're going to give you a monster battle between King Ghidorah and Godzilla that involves doing nothing.
Yeah, they, in regards to, like, Godzilla King of the Monsters, the Legendary Pictures version that's coming out, maybe they wanted to set the bar so low between a Godzilla and King Ghidorah fight that no matter what they showed, they would be amazed.
I was screaming at I was like, you are kidding me.
I could hear you, how mad
this
you were.
Is infuriating how bad this movie is. The monster fight literally is King Ghidorah with, by the way, a slightly interesting design until you realize it looks more like Firemanda than goddamn King Ghidorah is literally coming through portals in the sky just to bite down on Godzilla. That's it. That's all King Ghidorah
and
will
like
ever do.
siphon heat or energy.
He's
or
literally
something.
sucking the life out of Godzilla.
Now, listen, the reason why they did that is because they couldn't show gravity beams or anything of that nature.
They don't have gravity beams. It distorts gravity with its pressure. It's bullshit. The other Grand King Ghidorah did a better job at that.
Can I also make note that the reason why it bites and constricts Godzilla and drains him is because, well, let's be honest, they can't afford Godzilla taking any damage or Godzilla moving. So obviously he literally is standing like basically still, and he just levitates.
For those who are like, man, the animation's good, or like, you're wrong about the animation. The animation is literally just plastic. It is honestly plastic. Because even the monster suits, there's at least blood, ripped, tore. They at least do damage to it. It's the same. Yeah. It's the same sheet of paint. King Ghidorah literally grabs it, and then
Nothing
Godzilla
happens.
literally again they get to a point where Godzilla can hurt it, and Godzilla literally does this, literally swats it like a bug. Not even that hard, just like that. And literally it kills one. He does it to another one, kills it, and then finally he does a beam to the other one and just blows into the portal.
Yeah,
great.
It's a fight. Maybe we should stress the point. A fight is when two monsters are, actually fighting, engaging in combat. A monster biting and lifting a monster into the air and no effect. It's basically the end of Godzilla. It's like if Godzilla Final Wars, if you just had Kaiser Ghidorah come in, bite Godzilla, and then just die.
That's it.
That's all that you get.
You get a lot of drama about the impact of civilization and how technology advance will eventually kill it.
The one thing I will say about this movie is it tries to have a very lofty theme, which is the running theme throughout all these movies, is that you can basically, a civilization gets to a point where the technology creates a monster. A monster then destroys the planet and dooms the race on the planet. For the for the priest, for one of the alien groups.
Yeah.
For them, it was King Ghidorah. I think it's mentioned in the first one about the other alien group. It's like the bulkier aliens. It's mentioned that they had their own monster. So it's trying to give this idealized goal being like, yeah, so a monster, basically basically races go in a cycle where they create technology creates monster creates race, and then it just repeats itself on different planets. The problem, though, with that theme about technology being the doom of humanity and being cautious about what you create is that it's been done far, far better in far better stories. And no matter how grand or awesome your themes are, if your story, animation, characters, and essentially the whole frame is terrible, you can have the shiniest diamond in the world, but if it's surrounded by shit, it's still... no one's gonna want it. It's just that simple.
You know what's also really
You need to wipe off so much stuff to get to that, like, teeny tiny diamond that it's...
Yeah, they try. They even tried, like, the nuclear bomb of, I think, Hiroshima or Nagasaki. They do one of the bombs as, like, a flashback. And also, you see Mothra in a dream sequence. And isn't that cool? We showed you Mothra, guys. It's there for, like, 2 seconds.
It's like a shadow.
It's a shadow. It's literally a shadow, and that's it. Mothra is...
They could be hallucinating.
But you know what? They showed more Mothra than Mechagodzilla.
You're really starting to freak me out.
I despise this anime series. This is utter garbage. And I get, like, now it's like, oh, why did that spaceship go down the other plane, destroy itself? Well, probably the other aliens did. Why? Like, they've been manipulating everyone this whole time.
But
like,
the thing is, if they wanted to do that, why didn't they just open the portal originally?
Yeah.
When humanity, that we could sacrifice a whole planet and a smaller Godzilla.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
their plots don't make any sense for the character. It's like the aliens want to sacrifice a planet, so then they help the humans try to kill the monster. Why? Wouldn't their monster just murder the planet anyway? And they sacrifice themselves, even though the guy mentions we do this with other... Like, the guy mentions... I'm not sure if he said they've done it before, but they basically lead King Ghidorah to murder other races. Yeah. So why would you have it destroy your ship if you intentionally do this to other races for your god to feed? Like, you're intentionally killing yourself.
Like, again, interesting idea. Some nice shots, but incompetency. This is incompetency on a scale that apparently Netflix is like, we'll take your movie. We'll take your movie. It's fine. It's like, god damn it, have some standards.
Yeah.
This has Godzilla on the name, but name only. This Godzilla.
Godzilla in the theme of humanity should be wary of the weapons we create, for they might destroy us in the future. And they run that as far as they can, with the ending being about as anticlimactic and about as... I don't want to say like annoying, but the way it ends, you're like, again, we make note in the last movie. If they would have had Mechagodzilla just kill Godzilla, like, what was the big deal? Mechagodzilla would have taken millions of years. It took tens of thousands for it to move what?
A quarter mile, if that. A mile at most. You know what? I'll say a mile. Let's give it a mile. It moved a mile in 10,000 years.
So they just go to another part of the planet and they just chill out, and then they just eventually kill.
And it's not like they can't fight machine. It's like EMP the son of a gun.
Yeah.
That's all you do against machines. It's... Again, I know I'm being very...
Now listen, it's not like they have a spaceship where they could come up with an EMP bomb or something.
Yeah.
It's not like they have... Again, this movie has so many different plot holes, so many different problems, so many problems with the characters. Haru is a meh character.
Oh my god, yeah. What the aliens are like, we'll sacrifice Godzilla. They would have killed Godzilla if it wasn't for...
Yeah, they would have had the whole Earth 20,000, quote-unquote, or 20 years ago, whatever. But instead, they decided... Again...
This movie makes no sense.
This movie... Grand themes... Shitty execution, and that's the best way to describe it.
A great example. He literally had to tell me before he did this review that one of the characters was not the sister. I swear, I thought that the person who was infected by the nanometal. We're going into spoilers. I'm sorry if we haven't really mentioned that.
This is the trash that.
Here's the question.
Yeah.
Is this better than the City on the Edge of Battle?
It better executes its theme. That's about all I can say about that.
Yeah, that's it. Like
you can clearly see its theme by the end of the movie. You're like, ah, yes, technology bad. Humans must now live as natives.
But it has also like really dumb shit. Like, sorry if I'm swearing too much, but this movie pissed me off. A great example. Like, again, someone mentioned in the stream saying, "Wow, you're so nice." No, this is when I get frustrated. It's stuff like this that gets me angry. Like, seriously, I am. Anyway, there's a point where literally. His love interest is currently like dying in a coma like that.
She's brain dead.
Yeah, of course. So just keep her there and not put her out of misery. Also, how is she alive? You know, because they don't have machines or anything, apparently. So how is she staying alive? Any case, so somehow, he's like, you know what? It's fine. I'm going to go into another relationship with the twin fairies that are the bug people, kind of, that have, set up. And the one that hits on him, he doesn't sleep with. He's like, no, that's not right. The other one, he's like, hey, how's it going on? And he's like, hey, you want to bang? And they bang. They freaking bang. It's like,
yeah, this movie is...
What?
Yeah, it's... Again, the characters... Nothing is good. Nothing is good.
It's like, wow, Japan. I really I apologize for having that, possible Actually, no, they kind of grew up as brother sisters, so I can see that. But kind of growing up in that scenario, I my apologies. You somehow made a worse scenario than that. I don't know how you do it, Japan, but with relationships, you somehow just drive it in and crash into the ground. Oh my god. So anyway, King Ghidorah, literally, this fight is so dumb.
Okay, we're going on in circles. The battle's poor.
The animation is poor. Slightly better in some areas. Slightly, I would say.
When Godzilla's illuminating to charge his beam, it's cool. I think does he actually open his mouth?
No. It just comes around him. He has a shield.
I was thinking back because I remember he roared and then, he closed.
This is something that when I ever say what is the pinnacle of the worst Godzilla movies, I can honestly say Godzilla's Revenge. I am sorry. I am sorry, Godzilla's Revenge.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Minya! Freaking Minya is in your movie, and
this monster right here is better executed than the monsters in that movie. I will say that. Also, there's no personality to the monsters.
There's nothing. That's
the thing you can claim about the old Godzilla movies. Godzilla has a personality. Also, this one, no personality. He's just monster.
The spaceship, after they summon King Ghidorah and it's going around the ship and everything, and they're pretty much doomed. And the woman that keeps reporting every single thing that's happening as everything goes to shit. And literally, the cockpit is everything's on fire. And you see King Ghidorah coming at the screen, ready to eat them. And she's still reciting orders. There's no life signs, sir. There's no life signs. We lost the engine, sir. And she just keeps going.
She's very devoted to her job. She's highly paid. She's got a good health insurance plan.
I busted out laughing because I'm like, this is the room level of stupidity, of amazingness, because it's literally so dumb that you have to give it to the filmmakers that put that in there.
So in the end, after we yell at this movie a lot for how bad it was executed, I would give this movie a 2.
This is a 2 because there's some shots and some there's a little bit there. There's just enough where I can't smash it into the hole.
I honestly thought about giving it a 1, but you convinced me to a 2. So congratulations, Godzilla, Planet Eater. Now...
This trilogy is shite. It is dumb. It is crap.
Yeah, just imagine all you gotta do to get the cool, the better cut is... Just have Godzilla die in the first movie and then just stop. Don't watch anything after that. Be like, and everything worked out.
I am so frustrated by this movie. I am so, again, this is the Star Wars The Last Jedi for me. This is how shitty that movie is. When people are frustrated and yelling, that's how terrible this is.
Okay, then.
That might be my title. Godzilla Planet Eater, worse than Star Wars The Last Jedi. Or something like that.
Not wrong.
Godzilla, Planet Eater, the worst movie of 2019, changed my mind.
At least in that regard, Rey and they had good fight sequences. I liked.
But it's and also we should finish this off. The main character sacrificed himself and kills his former love interest in a burning ball of fire in the last technological piece of thing that is there at Godzilla, just to make sure humanity doesn't advance anymore, to save humanity. Wow, thank you for dooming all your crewmates and also losing all your history of everything ever. So that way, of course,
because the best way for humanity to learn from its mistakes is to hide what happened and not learn from our history.
Yep.
But to bury it and make sure we repeat it possibly in the future. best way.
Yeah, instead of using the history.
Also, they're screwed anyway. There is no Mothra. Godzilla's gonna find them and murder them.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh yes, Mothra will protect us. If Mothra actually existed, don't you think she would have showed up and fought Godzilla or something?
Apparently she did, and she lost or something. So, yeah, great for showing that.
Yeah, again, this movie likes to tell...
This movie I hate because all the action is going as fast as my hand. It is just so slow and so dumb. When they do move fast, it's like, oh, good, they actually put a little bit of effort in here. But the animation's so sluggish and terrible. It's so bad.
Okay, so any case, we give Godzilla Planet Eater a 2 out of 10. It is a horrible garbage trash movie that is worse than Godzilla's Revenge, which
Also,
I would say easily.
Also, quick rapid fire. So we didn't do a couple reviews of 2018 The End.
Yeah.
Green Book and Spider-Verse, I think we both solidly say 10 out of 10 films.
Yeah, I would say Spider-Verse is a 9 out of 10 for me. For me.
Yeah.
I wish there was just a little bit more of Miles Morales in the suit.
Yeah.
I just wish he had a little more.
But we recommend those films.
Totally recommend.
Go
yeah.
watch them. Don't watch this dumpster
Again, this
fire.
is me being petty.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's like a 9.9. It's so good. But
I'm so mad. I
know
know the camera somewhat zooms in occasionally, but I just don't care. I just want to pump out my anger.
Okay, 10 out of 10. I changed my mind. Any case, but yeah, no, Green Book's good. What else?
But in any case, expect our best and
Oh,
worst.
Aquaman was meh.
Aquaman's like a 6 or 7, I would say.
6, yeah.
It's dumb fun.
Dumb fun.
Yeah, and then yeah, but Bumblebee, I would say is also like 6.
Yeah, I'd agree to that.
But in any case, guys, that's gonna be it. Expect our best of and worst of list, along with what's another list we have? Oh, TV shows, I think.
And games.
Maybe games. In any case, expect that all those lists come out soon, probably
Yes.
next week. But in any case, that's gonna be it for this review. So like I said, avoid this movie like the plague, avoid this trilogy like the plague, and congratulations, Godzilla, you now have...
When people think of bad Godzilla movies, I now can say, listen, sir, you may think Godzilla 2014 is bad, but have you heard of the anime trilogy? And then they will cry.
We will see you guys next time.
Later.
Hello everyone, before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Ace, Delta, Joey, JP Vaal, jrchicklis, Milam, Ollie, Onlyplayapples, Pyro Shark, Rifle, sgtMcPain, Streakingwookie, WhiteHotD, Aaron Yee, Jordan Savat, Leo Lu, Nathan Angus, and Tim. Thank you all for your amazing support. You guys are incredible. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you all next time.